Hey guys, it's Brooke. Today I'm going to be doing my foundation routine. So this is my bare face. I don't have anything on it. No primers or anything. You can see I have some acne scarring around my chin. And I have some redness. And then of course my dark circles. So I'm going to be showing you my everyday foundation routine. It's pretty full coverage. This is what I do on a daily basis. I don't like my redness and my acne scarring to show through. So I'm just going to jump right into this. Today I'm going to be using the Too Faced HangoveRX primer. This is a moisturizer and a primer all in one, so I really like it. It's really light and it doesn't make me oily or anything like that. Even if you did have oily skin, you could probably use this. And then I'm just going to put some lip balm on. Okay, so you guys are more than welcome to conceal before you use your foundation, but I always like to put my foundation on and then conceal. If you do have like a lot of acne scarring or redness, this is the NYX Green Concealer, the HD concealer. This is really good. I carry this around for my brides if they have a stress breakout or anything. This will cover it up. So I'm just going to go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear and a damp beauty blender. I've squeezed all the water out and it's just damp to the touch. And I just pour some of this on the back of my hand. And I always start on my chin. And the first thing I do is blend it down to my neck, just so I know that it's blended and we're not going to have any lines. So then I do my cheeks and my nose. I kind of work in like layers, I guess. And then I blend it back to my ears. Now this foundation isn't like full coverage like right off the bat, but you can definitely build it up. Like after it dries, I'm going to go back through and hit my scarring spots. And then you blend it up into your hairline. And I just kind of put it over top of my brows, so I'm not missing anything. And I don't like to put foundation like around my eyes because I put concealer there, and I feel like if I double up the liquids there, it can get a little cakey, and concealer is plenty coverage enough for it. So I just go through and pat it until it dries, so I know it's blended. I've got no areas where there's foundation left. Okay, so that was one go over my face, and I'm just going to get a little bit more on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go over my acne scarring spots and then hit a little bit more on my jaw and around my nose. So now I'm going to go ahead and conceal. I'm going to start off with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for dark circles. I don't know why this says dark circles. I like it to conceal other spots around my face. But it does work really good under your eyes. So it's just, you click it up and it's got a little sponge tip. So I'm just going to hit my Cupid's bow around my mouth, my chin, and my nose, and a little bit between my brows and my forehead. And then if I'm contouring that day, I will run this under my contour line down to the bottom of my jaw just to brighten that up and make it really pop from my contour line. But I'm not going to contour today, so I'm just going to do these areas of my face. If you have a large forehead, you might not want to highlight at all. And then if you have a smaller forehead, you might want to highlight farther up. So I'm going to take my Beauty Blender again and just go over that. And with this Beauty Blender, I never smear it. Like on my neck, you see that I bring it down like this. But on my face, I never do that, because that won't give you full coverage. You need to dab it in to get the full coverage that you want. It also can make you streaky if you have a lot of product on your face. Okay, so that's that blended out. So now I'm going to take my Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in Chantilly. I love this concealer. It is my favorite right now. I don't know how I ever went without it. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take this concealer and then I just kind of wipe off the tip, because this can kind of hold a lot of product. So I bring it under my eyes first and then down my nose, and then I kind of pull it back up in a triangle shape. This will cover a lot more of that redness for me. The tops of my cheeks can get really red for some reason. So this covers that and it really brightens my face up. So again, underneath our eyes, bring it down by our nose. Like that. So that looks a little crazy, but it's okay. So I'm going to take the pointy end of my Beauty Blender, and first I'm just going to blend out the edges. I'm sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It's really cloudy outside, but the sun keeps peeking out. Okay, so that's with the edges blended out. It still looks really crazy. So I kind of squeeze it so the tip's even smaller, and I go right in there and dab it. And then whatever's on there, I'm going to run on my eyelid. You don't have to do this if you like to use an eye primer. It's not necessary. I just don't prefer to use the eye primer. I feel like it irritates me a little bit, so I just like to use concealer and set it with an eyeshadow. So that giving our under eye a break kind of shows us where the concealer is going to crease. So I just go right in there exactly where it's creasing and blend it. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lyric shade in the Shade and Light palette. You can use whatever you want. You can just use a regular setting powder. I feel like if I don't use something specially made for your under eye area, one, it will be really creasy on me because I have lines under my eyes, but I feel like it darkens my concealer, and that's the whole point of me brightening up under there. So I like these. The Anastasia ones are good. I really like the MAC Pro Powder and Emphasize. I really like that one, but right now this is my favorite. So I am going to get some of that on my brush. I'm going to have it ready for when I'm done with my under eye. And then I immediately go in with that. And then I'll bring it down my nose and blend it out into that other concealer. Okay, same thing with the other eye. And then for my eyelids, again, I'm just going to blend that back out wherever it was creasing. And you can use that same powder, you can use an eyeshadow, whatever you like. And then what I'm going to do to set that other concealer, I'm going to put that same color wherever I put my concealer. And that will keep it bright and it'll keep it from creasing. Okay, and now I'm going to set all of it. I like to be dewy or more satin, but I feel like I still like to set my foundation with a powder. If I don't, I can kind of lose some of it around my chin throughout the day, or if I touch it. So I just feel like it hangs in there so much better. So I'm going to be using the Nars Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. I love this, and I've almost hit pan. Well, I have hit pan. I'm almost done with it, and I'm going to be using my Real Techniques powder brush. And I just swirl it around in here. Now this won't keep you totally matte. This is more of just a setting powder, and it really lets your oils come through if you do get oily. But I like that. I like to be shiny. I know a lot of people don't, but I really like that look. So if you don't, I would definitely try something different. So I'm just avoiding my under eye area with this. I don't want too much powder under there. And like I said, a setting powder can kind of dull down your under eye. So now I'm just going to go back through with that same brush with no extra product and just make sure I'm not creasing at all. And there you have it. That's my foundation routine. This is really my everyday foundation routine. If I want more coverage, I will use the NYX HD concealers. These are my favorite. This is what I carry around in my kit. I really like the coverage these give, and they are good for HD camera use. So I really like them. So if I really do want to cover like every single freckle and every flaw, these are the ones I use around my face. I feel like these can tend to crease a little bit more than the MAC Pro Longwear and the Nars concealer. So I don't prefer these under my eyes, but my younger clients that are going to prom and stuff like these are perfect for them. They're great coverage and they're very inexpensive. So if you're looking for a good concealer and you don't have a lot of lines under your eyes, or if you just want one for around your face, these are very good.